Claude Cowork just dropped and is going to completely change the way that people get work done. This is the same tech that sits behind Claude Code and was actually developed by Claude Code itself within a week. What it enables us to do is have Claude continually working on all the different tasks we set it, both in parallel and on its own, and we're able to go through and teach it new skills and new processes we want it to complete. This way you can either get work done whilst you're asleep, or you can start to complete other tasks that really need your attention. And this is an example of what's possible. There's this use case which this individual put out, and what they said is they installed Claude Cowork. It was able to write 14 descriptions. They had an entire strategy document developed for their marketing, 47 partner emails, 3 announcements. They've got a team guide and brand voice from 6 months ago, 23 LinkedIn DMs that have been left unread, and he thinks that this was about 2 months of work that was done in 2 hours. So we're able to bring to life all of those real world tasks that you would have to do every single day so that it can start taking the action on your behalf, but of course still have you in the loop for those outputs as well. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 great use cases for how we can use Claude Code to speed up the work that we would do every single day, week or month so that we don't have to do that ourselves. So first of all, how do we get Claude Cowork actually set up? Well, you want to come across to the Claude desktop app that you've got set up. We're able to see in the top left, we've now got Chat, Cowork or Claude Code. You just want to press Cowork and it's going to bring it up for you to start processing. It may ask to just install a couple of things, that's absolutely fine. It's just enabling us to have that direct connection with our local machine. As you can see here, they've already got some examples set up for us to be able to use. We're going to have creating files, analyzing data, making prototypes, and so much more now that we've got the power of basically Claude Code and the normal chat model of Opus 4.5 and all the ones out there to really take our productivity to the next level. To show you where everything's going to be housed, in the top right, you're going to see the different steps and the progress it is, which you'll see in examples in a second. Next, we're going to see any of the folders that we're working with. Then we're going to have the context here as well, which is all of the files it's going to be using. And between the two here, you'll see the ones that it generates as well. We can also connect in tons and tons of different apps for us to be able to use our Cowork with it. It can automatically analyze your email, your GitHub, Google Calendar, and so many more. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything you'd love us to showcase with Cowork. But we're going to come straight back to Cowork and dive into a few examples. So first things first, we're going to come down and we say we want to organize our files. What we can do is down the bottom is we can say work in a specific folder. When you click on this, it's going to open up all of your desktop and different elements. So currently my desktop looks like this with loads and loads of different documents that we need to go through and really optimize so that we have a nice neat folder structure. So what we're going to do is actually just select my desktop, which has got everything in here like you can see, and we're going to press open. But if we wanted to go through and give it specific folders, maybe you've got a finance or accounting folder, you'd be able to do only that one specific folder as well. We're going to say always allow just so that it can make the improvements in the future. We're going to say tidy up my desktop and ask any clarifying questions before you go through. Of course, very simple prompts just to show you what we're able to do. We're going to allow it access to our desktop, and now it's going to start going through generating the actual task steps that it's going to complete, any folders that it's working with. So for example, starting off with YouTube videos, any context and much more. One thing I love about it, and this was really great in Claude Code, it's now going to ask us questions to basically resolve what we want to achieve. We're going to say number 1, which is where our desktop folder is. We're going to say that we want to do by maybe file type for how we store it, and we want to flag any duplicates as well. So now we're having that power of Claude Code, which is really good at sense checking, planning before we go through and build anything. And now it's going to go off and complete that task. We're going to say choose a folder, just making sure it's all working correctly. We'll do open, and now it should be able to access both YouTube videos and our desktop to go through and complete the request. If we see it's now identified, we've got 78 items on the desktop. In the top right, it's now created a to-do list. So we can see that it's checking the files that exist. It's now going to create new folders, sort the documents, sort images, sort spreadsheets, files, everything else to get it resolved. We've now got 16 Word documents, 24 images, 27 text files, 5 spreadsheets, 2 folders, and 1 code. If we come down here, it's going to say it's got several issues, everything like this. We're just in this case going to say, yes, please organize. Now it's going to go off and sort it all for us on autopilot. So there we go, it's now running in the background. You can see some of the files starting to be moved. It's generated I think it's about 8 folders, where it's going to be storing all of these different documents. So it's working through in the background now to complete that task. So there we go, it's now all done. And as we can see down here, it looks like it's completed everything and generated the folder structure for us. So if we come across, as we can see here, we've now got it all ready to go. So if I just open up this repository or these folders, as you can see here, what would have taken maybe 15 minutes just to go through and organize everything has now been done on autopilot. But of course, this is just the start. We can go through, and Claude Cowork is much more powerful than just tidying up a few files and folders. To bring it to life, we're going to come through and create a new task. We're going to give it a new folder, which is going to be the spreadsheets one that it's just generated. And we can even upload direct documents in here if we want to. We're going to say in here, I've downloaded an example bank statement, just a CSV file. Please go through and analyze all the subscriptions, what we're spending it on, total yearly spend, and asking it to give us lots and lots of different details. Now, this is an example for personal finance, but if you had business data in here as well, it's going to be able to go through, analyze lots of it, do some market research, because it's also got the skills to be able to go off, search the internet, which we're going to show you in the next one for sure. So as we can see here, it's now pulling in all of the different progress. So we've only got 4 tasks this time. We've also got the correct spreadsheet, as we can see here, being pulled through with just some example data that we've got in there. It's now going through, researching everything. And as we can see, it's also using the web search as well, which of course gives us the ability to search the internet in real time versus something like Claude Code, where you need plugins and all this extra stuff to be able to do that. As we can see here, putting in lots and lots of information for us to be able to reference. And as we can see here, it's come back. If we open it up, it should have all of them categorized as we asked for. It's got the different reasons, how to cancel, and we're able to see, of course, what our item spend would be if we had it monthly versus yearly, how much we could save, what we should cancel, what are maybes, keep services, and much, much more. And that's, again, just a personalized example, but because this is running locally on your computer, you're not sharing, of course, documents off into the cloud, which could be a bit more restrictive depending on your use case. But you've also got to be careful because, of course, you don't want it to corrupt any of the local files, which is where you've got that workaround when you do upload it into the workflow here. So that's just the starter. Now let's come through and give it a properly agentic task. We're going to say, I need it to understand the competitive AI landscape for AI writing tools. We want to research maybe our top 4 competitors because we're going to be vibe coding a platform, something like that to life. Once it's gone through and analyzed everything, then we want it to go through and create a presentation with the title slide, market overview, and everything like this. So what could have taken us multiple hours to go through, do super in-depth research for these different platforms and create a presentation, we're now going to get this to go through on autopilot. And one thing to mention with this as well is whilst it's working its way in the background, if you've generated your very own custom skills, maybe there's a way that you'd love to have your PowerPoint designed, you can add that in here. If you've got a specific way that you do your research and citations, we can add it in here as context. There's so many different ways we can use it. If we look on the Claude for Chrome, as you can see here, it's now opening up tabs and able to go through and complete different tasks for us using the MCP. You've also got the Claude extension as well, if you wanted to go through and use that instead. So now, as we can see here, it's asking us to allow access to all of these different sites. We're just going to let it do that. And it's going to go through and start analyzing all of them for us. As you can see in the background, we've got that slight orange bar that's going around, so it's taking control of the screen, starting to flick through, do that analysis for us, pulling out the key information. It's now opened up a new tab. It's looking at the pricing for Copy AI. It's opened up a new tab for Jasper AI. Again, this isn't a brand new feature being able to access Claude within Chrome, but it's enabling us to have that automated workflow, which we wouldn't do with a normal version of Claude, but isn't so technical for the way that we would do it with our Claude Code version instead. And as we see in the background here, it's going through analyzing the different pricing across the different tabs as well, so that we can really see how much it actually costs, where the opportunity is, and everything else that we would need to produce our insight. So as we can see in the background, it's gone through and it's done lots and lots of research for us. It's now going to come through and start generating that PowerPoint for us using the generic PowerPoint skills that we've got access to. We're currently on to slide 3, so let's check it out once it's done. And there we go, it's just gone through and completed our request. Now, I don't have the connector for this account into the actual Google Drive, but as we can see here, it's gone through and created a PowerPoint for us. So what I'm going to do is just download this and add it across into our Google Slides. And as you can see here in the background, just a quick preview of what it's been able to do. So there we go, we're now into our Google Slides, so we can make the changes as much as we want. Again, with all of this stuff at the moment, it's not 100% on the outputs. For example, here, it looks like it's not quite done that formatting correctly, so we'll be able to go through and make a few changes like this. But again, this is the state of AI tools at the moment. There's some out there that are really niche and specific, that have got lots of skills that can get you 100% of the way there. But what we see from outputs like Claude Cowork and a few others is they're going to get you 80-90% of the way there. You still need to use, of course, your brain and critical thinking for the different steps, assessing everything, double checking everything, especially if you're going to be presenting it. Again, I can think of many, many better ways to format some of these slides, but it's really, really impressive to see how far we've come with just some of these tools alone. And if we come back across, one of the other features I absolutely love about this, and what we're able to do as well, is run multiple different requests or tasks in parallel. So for example, you could say draft a message. We could have one about the latest news in AI. We could send that off. It's going to start doing this task in the background. We can do another one. We can say create a file. A file needs to be about a presentation, which is going to be about a pitch deck, for example, topic for AI impacting the app building market. And again, we're able to send this off. It's going to start going through. If we come back across to the other one, as we can see here, we're now able to do, for example, we want it to be an email that's going to be going across. It's going to be clients and stakeholders. We want it to be more conversational. We want latest news, industry reports. We could do general overview. We can submit that. And again, it's running in the background. We got an update from our other agent. And this is very similar. If you've been using Claude Code, you'll know about the different sub agents they've got. Or for example, from Google, Anti-Gravity, we're able to create custom agents to complete tasks. Again, we're able to go through, say that we're just going to put all of these different points through. It's going to go through and work on all of these in the background. So I've given you a few examples there. Imagine you get your to-do list for today, for the week, and you start figuring out what actually could we get the AI system to help with. And this is where we're starting to get close to what I think many people actually thought AI would be like, which is where we can give it a task and it's going to get us 80-90% of the way there without you having to constantly change and update and adjust all of these different points throughout the process. As we're going to say, yes, please crack on, and it's going to go through, start working on that. We'll come back across to our other one. It's going through, we'll say, yes, please continue. Again, we're just getting it to run through in the background and complete all of these different tasks. These are just some of the ideas, but there's tons and tons of different use cases out there for how we can now use Claude Code to action different tasks within our business. So there we go. It's just finished generating our draft email. So we can open this up. As we can see here, we've got some of the news points. We've got all of the different parts to watch. Again, think of this. It would have taken us, at least half an hour to go through, identify all of the different latest news topics, generate an email draft, everything like this. And he was able to just do it in the background for us. If we come across to our pitch deck, still going up and finishing, so we'll just wait for this to come through. So there we go, it's now gone through, completed all of the different actions for us. And if we just open this up, we should be able to see that example deck. Again, this is just an example PowerPoint, but it can do PDFs, it can do Excel, CSVs, all of these different ones that we want. And just to show you how different it is, that's why the skills are really important. We're able to go through, add in lots and lots of different details in here, what we would do, just some example demo data. And I think this looks absolutely fantastic. Again, to think, 12 months ago, it wasn't even really able to generate good PowerPoints or even outputs, and now we've got all the way to this level. Now it's worth noting this is still going through and being tested. They are rolling it out slowly to all of their users. Initially it's available only on Mac and for the Opus or the higher plan Max users, but they are starting to increase it for many more people out there. So you will run into issues every now and again, but for the most part I've had it work quite seamlessly. And I want to be honest that some of the other videos that you've seen out there about Claude using the Chrome extension or generating some of the different custom skills that you can use are not brand new to Claude Cowork. They were already there beforehand. So what we've covered today is just the starter of what Claude Code can actually get into. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything else you'd love us to build or see or showcase with Claude Code or anything else in the AI space. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, it really helps us out, and stay tuned for more around AI automation, and have a great day.